Hello, good afternoon everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to this bridge course session everyone. Sorry to be delayed a bit because I was having certain lectures to be delivered before. Am I audible to everyone? Am I visible to everyone? If yes, give me a thumbs up and welcome to this day 8, which is 19th of April 2025. And I already mentioned that we are about to discuss some previous year questions which are related to whatever we have discussed so far. So let's get started with some previous year JEE Main and advanced questions, and I hope you all are ready to take a challenge to solve those questions. First of all, I will be putting those questions over there in front of you. You need to give me the answer to all those questions in 2 minutes. So obviously you can take 4 minutes. Am I visible? Am I audible? Hello everyone. Okay, fine. So let's get started everyone with today's first problem over here. So this is a question of IIT JEE Advanced 2005. So let's see how many amongst you will be able to give the answer to this question perfectly. Okay. So let's get started with this question. The relation between time t and distance x is t is equal to ax square plus bx. What we need to find out, where a and b are constant, then the acceleration is. So can you solve this problem everyone? Can you write down the answer over there? So what needs to be done? So let me try to give you a brief recap of whatever we discussed in the previous class. We discussed about the 3 equations of motion, if you can recall. We discussed about 2 equations, if you can recall. One is v is equivalent to dx by dt. That is where v stood for velocity and x stood for displacement. Right, isn't it? So you can say that velocity is nothing but rate of change of displacement with respect to time, isn't it? That's what I can say for the velocity. Now, if I'm going to mention another equation which we used initially, if you can recall, that was a can be written as dv by dt, where a stood for acceleration and v stood for velocity, isn't it? So we can say that acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Yes or no everyone? So WRT is the short form which I am using it over here in order to denote with respect to time. Okay, if yes, give me a thumbs up. Let's try to solve this problem. It's a IIT JEE Advanced 2005 problem, and it's going to be associated it in the objective of Sri Chaitanya as well. So how we need to solve this problem? So now you can see the equation is being given as, the equation is being stated as, in the next page I would like to do, you can write down the equation everyone. That is being stated as t is equivalent to ax square plus bx. Isn't it everyone? T is equivalent to ax square plus bx. So most of the people are giving me the answer as B, C, B, C, isn't it? Either it can be also A or D. Okay, so let's try to find out what we need to do. So now in this question, what we have to do is we need to differentiate this equation with respect to time. So what I will be getting, let's try to differentiate it first. So that means d by dt of t on the LHS is going to be equivalent to d by dt of ax square plus bx. Now in this case, in this situation everyone, you can see that x is also a variable. T is a variable, that's fine. X is also a variable, isn't it? So what needs to be done? What is d by dt of t? You can write it down over there in the chat box everyone. What is d by dt of t? What is d by dt of t, everyone? 1. Very good. So now the LHS is going to become 1. Now this, what it needs to be done? So we can use this d by dt as an operator. It is going to be d by dt of ax square plus d by dt of b into x, isn't it? So this a and b are the two constants, isn't it? So I can write it down it as 1 is equal to a d by dt of x square, isn't it? D by dt of x square plus b d by dt of x. Yes or no, everyone? So that is going to be equivalent to 2ax dx by dt, because x is a variable. So we need to write down the change, which is 2ax, it's 2x dx by dt. It's not going to be 2x only, Rohit Sharma. You need to also write down the change as well, because we are not differentiating this with respect to x, that you will be writing only that as 2x. We are using chain rule, in other words. So whenever we are, so those students who are seeing this for the first time, if I am going to be performing d by dt of x square, where both x and t are variables, we are going to be writing them as 2x dx by dt. Okay, it can be written as 2x dx by dt. So now let's try to write this thing down. So it's going to be becoming equivalent to b into dx by dt. Okay, everyone, it's clear with this step? It's clear with this step or not, everyone? Please do write it down. Everyone's participation is must, because this is how the enjoyment comes while solving any JEE Main Advanced problem. This is a JEE Advanced problem, so definitely everyone's participation is required. Okay, so now what needs to be done over there? So over there, if you're able to see, dx by dt is equal to what? Write down over there in the chat box. What is dx by dt? What is dx by dt? लिखिए उधर चैट बॉक्स पे क्या होता है dx by dt का वैल्यू? V. Very good. So dx by dt is very good, Pavan Rama. So dx by dt is going to be equivalent to V. This is what we discussed, isn't it? This is what I already mentioned over there. V is dx by dt. So now let's try to figure it out. So I can write down this equation becomes equivalent to what? 1 is equal to 2axv plus bv. Take v as common on the RHS. I will be getting it as 2ax plus b. So as a result, v is going to be equivalent to 1 by 2ax plus b. We can mark this as 1. Okay? It's clear? V can be written as 1 by 2x plus b. Those who are in the favor of this equation number 1, they can give me a thumbs up. Okay? Those who are in the favor of this equation 2x plus b, they can give me a thumbs up. Okay? This is going to be the equation of velocity. So now what needs to be done in the upcoming context? We need to find out what is being asked in the question. We need to find out the acceleration, isn't it? The acceleration is required to be found. I am just trying to show you the application part of whatever we have studied in calculus so far. We have completed differentiation and integration starting from day 1 of this bridge course. I am just trying to give you an idea about the application by solving some previous year JEE advanced and main questions over here. Okay, so now what is going to be the acceleration? So if I am having this equation, I will write down this equation once again. We are having it as this equation, everyone. That is 1 is equals to 2ax into dx by dt, isn't it? This was the expression, plus b dx by dt. Yes or no, everyone? So I could have written this as what? 2axv plus bv. This is what I wrote. So now if I differentiate this equation with respect to time once again, then definitely I will be getting the value of acceleration, isn't it? So let's try to differentiate this with respect to time once again. What I will be getting. So let's try to find it out. So differentiating with respect to time. Differentiating with respect to time once again, I will be getting this as what? D by dt, what they are saying? D by dt of 1. On the LHS we are having d by dt of 1, isn't it? d by dt of 1 is going to be equivalent to d by dt of 2axv plus bv, isn't it? So what is going to be d by dt of 1? Write it down over there in the chat box, everyone. Everyone needs to keep on mentioning over there. Everyone needs to put their energy, their concentration on this, solving this equation, apart from mentioning other things, apart from sitting over there as well. Okay, it's going to be 0. Everyone, those who are participating in this session, they can write it down. What is d by dt of 1? D by dt of 1 is 0. 1 is a constant, isn't it? So it is going to be equal to 0. Is going to be equivalent to. Now we need to solve this. So now so you can see over here. You all can see, isn't it, that x and v, there are two variables. Once again, we are having two variables. Those who are able to see two variables, they can give a thumbs up. X into v. Displacement into velocity, there are two variables over here. We need to use, once again, we need to differentiate them separately. You have to use, which method to use, everyone? Can you write down the method? UV rule or U by V rule needs to be written over there. क्या लिखना चाहिए? UV rule या U by V rule? It has to be UV rule itself. So I will be writing it down. It has UV rule. Yes. So that's going to be, first of all, 2a is a constant coming outside. So first of all, you need to differentiate this x while considering v to be constant. So 2av dx by dt plus, now this x will be constant and we need to differentiate this velocity dv by dt, plus this is going to be b dv by dt. So now I have already used a over there. A is what, everyone? A is a constant, isn't it? A is proving out to be a constant. A and b in the question, they have already given you that a and b are constants. So but now we need to introduce a different letter, introducing a different letter representing the acceleration, isn't it? So let's say w be the acceleration. So I will write it down over there that let w letter denotes the acceleration, because there's already a constant term a. So now what needs to be done, everyone? What is required to be done? So I can write down 0 is equal to, what is over there? What is dx by dt? What is dx by dt, everyone? What do you think? Dx by dt is going to be? You can write down what is dx by dt, everyone. Dx by dt is v. Very good. So it's going to be v into v is v square plus 2x. What is dv by dt? Write it down. What is dv by dt, everyone? dv by dt. dv by dt, how can it be v, everyone? Acceleration a, but over here what we are doing? We are writing down it as w. We are introducing acceleration to be w, isn't it? So what needs to be done over there? So it can be written as 2xw plus bw, isn't it? So this comes over here. I will be getting it as what? So minus of 2av square, we can bring it over there. And now we can take this w as common, because we need to find out this acceleration, isn't it? So it is going to become 2ax plus b. Okay. So now w is going to be equivalent to what? Minus of 2av square by 2ax plus b. So now there comes the answer. But sir, how come you can say that this is the answer? You are getting 2av square by 2x plus b as the answer. But in the given list of options, it's more simplified. How can you get this, isn't it? You must be thinking like that, isn't it? But actually, let me try to mention you. I already used this first equation over here. If you're able to see, I already used equation number 1, which was velocity is equals to 1 by 2x plus b. So I'm getting the acceleration value over here. I will write down properly. The acceleration w over here is being given as minus of 2av square divided by 2x plus b, isn't it? And I got the expression of velocity as 1 by 2x plus b. So can I say that this 1 by 2x plus b is equal to what? What can I say, everyone? Because we need to find out the acceleration, Abdul Hamid. What is this 1 by 2x plus b? That is equal to v itself. Can I put it over there in this equation? So what I will be getting? So w is going to be equivalent to minus of 2av square into v. So w is going to become equal to minus 2a v cube, which matches with option C of our given list of options. right? C will be the answer, isn't it? So I hope you understood this step. We got this as the acceleration. Over here, W is the acceleration I've chosen because A and B are the two constants. So V was already being given as 2x plus B, the equation number 1. I am getting W over here, which is the acceleration over there, which is minus of 2av square by 2x plus B. So can I say that V is nothing but equal to 1 by 2x plus B? So I can just use this substituting instead of this 2x plus B. I am writing it to be as B. V itself and 2av square into V is going to be giving you 2av cube. Okay, I hope everyone's getting 2av cube. I hope everyone's getting 2av cube. Okay, Kaushal, I hope you got the steps up to acceleration over here. Because we need to find out the displacement with respect to time, we need to calculate the acceleration. That's the reason we have to differentiate it for 2 times. Okay? Yes, I am moving. Now, there's the board for you. You can check the board. Okay, fine. So W is going to be equivalent to, you will be getting it as this equation. I am just putting this. So I am just trying to write it down, putting 2 in 1, or you can say 1 in equation number 2, isn't it? It's nothing but 1, I am putting it in equation number 2. Yes or no? 1 in 2. Okay, so because I already marked this as 1, this is going to be, let's say it's 2 over here. So the same thing I can write it down over there. This is equation number 2, and the first and the second one is equation number 1. So instead of 1 by 2x plus b, so I will be getting that as v over there. Okay, I hope it's clear, everyone. Now let's try to solve another problem which is going to be more easier. Okay, next question is going to be lot easier because it's a JEE main question. Okay, let's try to find it out. Okay, no, it's an IIT JEE question itself. It's a JEE advanced question itself. I thought it's going to be a JEE main question. Don't worry about it. So now everyone needs to find out this question. A particle, these all our questions are associated with kinematics. The one which you are going to be studying in the upcoming days once you get enrolled into our Sri Chaitanya educational institutions. Okay, so kinematics is going to be the second chapter in 1D, and these questions are calculus based questions which we are learning right now. Okay, so now what's going to be the answer to this? A particle located at x is equal to 0 at time t is equal to 0 starts moving along the positive x direction with a velocity v such that the velocity is varying with respect to x with this equation. Alpha is some constant. The displacement of the particle varies with time. So you need to find out the relation in between displacement and time. And this is a question of IIT JEE 2006. IIT JEE Advanced 2006 का question है ये. How we need to solve? It's a calculus based once again. So what needs to be done over here, everyone? बताइए, लिखिए. You can write down some certain things, the steps involved. Anyone with any clue? They can write down their suggestions over there in the chat box. Definitely I will provide you with the solution, Patil. Don't worry about it. Anyone with suggestions, write down whatever you are having in your mind. First of all, in order to crack JEE, the first thing which you need to do is you need to be open-minded. Okay, whatever you're having in your mind, you need to put it somewhere over there. There is no need to restrict yourself from saying anything. अगर एक question आता है, if you are having a question like this, you need to mention me the steps involved. What do you think? Differentiation. Okay, see. So now we are having this equation. क्या दिया है आपके पास? It's being given that V is equals to, you can see the relation, V is equal to alpha root x. This is the equation number 1 which is being given to us. It is being given that the particle starts moving at x is equal to 0 t0. They have given you the initial conditions. क्या दिया आपको? Initial conditions have been already been given over here, isn't it? So now you need to find out the displacement of the particle with respect to time. So I already said that y is a function of x. I said right, isn't it? Velocity can be represented as a function of time. Displacement can be represented as a function of time, isn't it? So this is what they are saying. Over there initially they are saying that this velocity is a function of displacement, isn't it? It's being given that velocity as a function of displacement, which is alpha root x. And you need to find out displacement as a function of time. Okay, सबका option क्या है? B, C. B या C में से कोई आएगा? Obviously the answers are going to be in between B and C itself. Don't worry about it. So let's try to find it out. Now can I write down this V as dx by dt? Those who are in favor of this equation, whatever I've written, they can give me a thumbs up. Can I write down V as dx by dt? Yes or no? Everyone needs to participate. V is equal to dx by dt. Velocity is rate of change of displacement with respect to time. This is what I am writing it down over here, everyone. Okay. So now what needs to be done in this case? This proves out to be the equation, whatever I am getting it over here, this proves out to be an ordinary differential equation. This proves out to be an ordinary differential equation, isn't it? ये एक differential equation है, ordinary differential equation है. So now what we have to do? We need to use variable separation method. Yesterday itself I mentioned, if you can recall, this variable separation method. And what did I say? I use this variable separation method. If you can recall, I use this variable separation method in order to find the equations of motion. So now what needs to be done? Cross multiply. क्या करना है? Cross multiply. Let's try to do it. Dx by root x becomes equals to alpha dt. What you have to do? Integrate it on both the sides. Integrate it on both the sides. Now tell me the integration to the left. Can you give me the answer over there, everyone? What is dx by root x? What is going to be dx by root x? Write it down. Whatever you are getting the answer, जो भी आपको लग रहा है, whatever you are thinking, you are free to write it down to the LHS. What is dx by root x? नहीं, Pavan Rama, think about it. Root x is? Yes, correct. But no, incorrect itself, Nageshwar Rao. Almost, but you need to think about it. So can I write this as dx by x to the power half? Alpha is bahar, can be taken outside the integral, isn't it? Alpha can be taken outside the integral, isn't it? And you are going to be getting it as dt itself. So this becomes x to the power minus of half. Dx is going to be equivalent to alpha integral of dt. Now you can solve this. Now let's see those who have been following my lectures till date, till this day, okay? And those will be definitely taken under consideration. You can write down what is x to the power minus half dx. क्या होता है? So this can be written as x to the power minus half plus 1 and x to the power n plus 1 by x to the power n plus 1, isn't it? Is equals to, what is integral of dt? What is integral of dt, everyone? Write down over there in the chat box. What is integral of dt? T. Everyone's in the favor of t. Everyone's in the favor of t, right? Isn't it? Yes, it's correct itself. It has to be t. Alpha t aa gaya. Chalo. So now if I solve this, what is 1 minus half? What is 1 minus half? Write it down over there in the chat box. What is 1 minus half? What is 1 minus half, everyone? Half. Yes, exactly. It has to be half. So x to the power half by half is equal to alpha t. This becomes 2x to the power half is equal to alpha t. So what is x to the power half? What is x to the power half, everyone? That is root x. Can I say it's root x, right? It's going to be root x. So this becomes root x can be written as alpha t by 2. Root x can be written as alpha t by 2. So as a result of that, x becomes equivalent to squaring on both the sides. क्या हो जाएगा? Alpha square t square by 4. So x as a function of time. What we are able to write it down over there? We are able to find out that x as a function of time is alpha square t square by 4. So now, which option do you think will be correct? So now we are getting the variation of displacement with respect to time. So kindly mention me what should be the answer. कौन सा होना चाहिए बताओ? Which option do you think is the correct option? क्या आया? ये है ना xt is equal to alpha square t square by 4. Alpha square 4 are the constants. So what do you think? Option? Write down the option over there. Which one do you think is the correct option? सब लिखो भाई. C t square आएगा ना. देखो क्या रहा है. What is being given? xt is equivalent to alpha square by 4 into t square. What is this? This is nothing but a constant. This is a constant. So that's why t square is going to be the correct answer to this question. Give me a thumbs up if you got this. Give me a thumbs up if you got this, everyone. Okay? Fine. चलिए ठीक है. Any questions, anyone? बोलिए धीरज. What's the question? Thumbs up you are saying. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Let's move to the next problem. Let's move to the next problem, everyone. Okay. So there comes the next problem over here. So now once again, this is also a JEE advanced question itself. Now let's try to find it out. What needs to be done? An object moving with a speed of 6.25 meter per second. It was also asked in JEE Main in 2019 as well. So it's being given speed is 6.25 meter per second, is decelerated at a rate given by dv by dt is equal to minus of 2.5 root v. So first of all, tell me everyone, what is the meaning of deceleration? Can you write down the meaning of deceleration over here? You already have studied kinematics in your class 9th standard, if I can recall. Can you write down what is this meaning of deceleration? Write it down. लिख लीजिए सब. Minus of acceleration, negative acceleration, slowing down, both सही. Yes, correct. Deceleration means I am moving, let's say I am accelerating, suddenly I am coming at rest. So that's what deceleration means. Okay. And what is being given in the question? What is being given in the question? It's dv by dt is minus of 2.5 root v. So they have given you two things over here. What is the first important thing? What they have given? क्या दिया है? देखो ध्यान देना. First of all, they have given you that the initial speed is 6.25 meter per second. That's what is being given in the question. And the rate it's being given, this is the rate. And where v is the instantaneous, this is a continuation, speed. The time taken by the object would be, देखो बोला ना, JEE Advanced का question है, it's a question of 2011, ठीक. So you need to find out the time taken by the object to come to rest. So this question is in 2 slides. Okay, everyone. So now coming to rest means initially it was having a velocity of 6.25 meter per second, and suddenly after a while it's coming at rest. We need to find out the time taken by the object, by the person or the object it is, which is going to be coming to rest. So what we needs to do? What needs to be done, everyone? क्या करना चाहिए? बताइए. So now what we can do is, you need to solve this differential equation, isn't it? This is, once again you are able to see, this is a first order ordinary differential equation, isn't it? First order ordinary differential equation. Okay? So now once again we need to use the variable separation method to find it out, isn't it? We need to use the variable separation method itself. So what needs to be done? Cross multiply it. Means dv by root v is equal to minus 2.5 dt, and then you need to integrate on both the sides. Clear? The step? I hope it's clear. The second step, whatever I wrote it down. After this comes this step. Root dv means dv by root v is equals to minus of 2.5 dt. This is known as variable separation method, Prabhakar Gupta. ठीक है, just cross multiply कर दिया हमने. Okay? So now what needs to be done? We need to solve this, isn't it? Can you solve this? What is dv by root v? But first of all, before solving this indefinite integral, we have to put the values. We need to put the datas. Which datas are we trying to mention about it? We are talking about these datas. देखो, time taken आपसे पूछा है. It is starting at t is equal to 0, and at a certain time t it is stopping. Initial velocity क्या है? 6.25 meter per second, and it is coming at rest. Can you solve this integral, everyone? Can you solve this integral? Give me the answer over there. Solve this integral and give me the answer over there. And let's see what answer you are getting. These are the list of options. Solve this integral. Let's see. I give you 1 minute. Don't forget this minus sign. Minus sign needs to be there. Okay, Nageshwar Rao, 2 seconds. सही लग रहा है. आप बाकी बोलिए. Other people, what should be the answer? First thing, what needs to be done? Pay attention here. dv by root v. So this integral becomes, this is what? V to the power minus half dv. 6.25 to 0. And over here we are having minus of 2.5 integral of dt. Limits 0 to t. Clear this step? I hope that this step is clear to everyone. This was v to the power half. I am taking it to the numerator, isn't it? It's going to become v to the power minus of half dv. Not a problem. Naruto, I will be acting out to be just like Jiraiya for you, isn't it? So what needs to be done over there? It's going to be equivalent to, which formula are we supposed to use? X to the power n dx is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c, isn't it? So now what are we going to get? This becomes v to the power minus half plus 1 by minus of half plus 1. The limits 6.25 to 0. Over there it's going to be minus of 2.5. What is going to be integral of dt? What is going to be integral of dt over there? What is integral of dt? Write it down. Write down, everyone. What is integral of dt? T. Yes, correct. So it's going to be upper limit minus of lower limit. Can you write it down like this? This is the, after this is the step, right? This is how you write it down, isn't it? So after that, what needs to be done? After that, what are we willing to do? We have to solve this integration, isn't it? So let's come back over there. So it's being given as v to the power, okay. So we can write it down it as what? V to the power minus half plus 1 by minus of half plus 1. It was the limit 6.25 to 0. It was equivalent to what we were getting? Minus of 2.5t. We can write it down it as minus of 2.5t, isn't it? So this becomes v to the power half. This is also half. Limit 6.25 to 0 is equal to minus of 2.5t, isn't it? So let's try to put the value over there. It becomes 2v, 2 square root of v, isn't it? This is what I will be getting. Limits 6.25 to 0 is minus of 2.5 into t, isn't it? This is what is required to be done. This is the next step involved. Putting the limits. I'm just trying to put the limits, okay? I'm just trying to put the limits, everyone. 2 root v, 6.25 is the lower limit of the velocity and 0 is the upper limit of the velocity. So what I will be getting? Let's try to put this. This becomes root v limits 6.25 to 0. This 2 can be brought to the, what we can do? This 2 can be brought to this RHS. So it's becoming minus of 2.5 by 2 into t. Put the values, upper limit 0 minus root of 6.25 is going to be equivalent to minus of 2.5, isn't it? Minus of 2.5 by 2 into t. So what is root 6.25? Write down the answer. What is root 6.25? Write down the answer, everyone. Root, this half upar jayega na? This was half. 2 will be going over there. It's becoming 2 into v to the power half. So it's going to become 2 root v, isn't it? Okay, fine. So it is 2.5. So I will be getting it as minus 2.5 is equal to minus 2.5 by 2 into t. Minus minus cancels out. 2.5 cancels out. So what I will be getting? T is 2 seconds. So which option do you think it's going to be? Option number, likhiye option. Write down the option over there. Which option do you think? लिख दीजिए ऑप्शन सब. कौन सा ऑप्शन मिल रहा है? ऑप्शन B. 2 seconds is the correct answer, isn't it? B is going to be the correct answer to this question. Okay? Let's proceed to the next problem. Can we? लिखते रहिए. मजा आ रहा है? Are you enjoying or not? It's still 5. It's still 5 p.m. because tomorrow you are going to be having a holiday. So just try to solve these questions. These type of questions should be solved tomorrow. बोलिए क्या confusion है? पूछिए. What's your confusion today? Let's try to resolve your confusion. बोलिए बोलिए क्या हो गया? You can say, everyone, what's your problem? Okay, so we'll go to the next question. ये कर लेते हैं. Give me the answer to this question. I will leave every one of you. Yes, Satya, how to solve this? Other question is there. Okay, this is your next question. It's a JEE main question. ये आसान सा question है. It's of JEE main. So how to solve this? What do you think? What needs to be done in this question? So now over there you can see that the velocity as a function of time is being given v is equal to v naught plus gt plus ft square. If its position is x is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0 means they are giving you the initial conditions in this problem. What you need to find out? You need to find out the displacement after t is equal to 1 seconds. So which formula, which equation are we going to use over there? The equation which we are supposed to use over there is going to be v is equal to dx by dt, isn't it? So dx can be written as what? v dt. Integrate on both the sides. Dx I will be getting the displacement, isn't it? Can be written as integral of v dt. So now we are coming across this equation, everyone. We are coming across this equation that x is equals to integral of v dt. So you can note this thing down. This is a very important formula based upon this. So I can say that when we will start graphs, I was supposed to start graphs today itself, okay, but we are about to start it on Monday, let's say. So if you are being given velocity time graph, if you are going to be given in velocity time graph, you can write down velocity time graph, the area under the graph, is displacement. The area under the graph is going to be displacement, everyone. Okay? So we'll try to solve some questions tomorrow, means on Monday at 4 p.m. with some area under the graphs related questions. Okay? So now in this question, what needs to be done? Can you write it down over there in the chat box? What is required to be done? Do we have to integrate or do we have to differentiate? क्या बता सकते हो over there in the chat box whether do we have to integrate or whether do we have to differentiate? Yes, integrate. Very good. So now what do we have to do is we need to integrate this. तो चलिए integrate करते. Let's try to integrate this, everyone. So it is going to be x. So x as a function of time is being given as, you know that we can write it down as v dt. Okay, so it is going to be v naught plus gt plus ft square whole dt, isn't it? What should be the limits of the integration? The limits of the integration should be from 0 to 1, isn't it? 0 se start hua and it's going till 1 seconds, isn't it? So it is going to be from 0 to 1. Now what's going to be the integration? This dt can be brought inside the brackets, isn't it? So as a result of that, what I am about to get, it's going to be v naught dt limit 0 to 1 plus integration of gt dt limits 0 to 1 plus integral of ft square dt limits 0 to 1. So as a result, what I will be getting? V naught is constant, integral of dt 0 to 1 plus g is constant, integral of t dt limit 0 to 1 plus f integral of 0 to 1 t square dt. Okay? Now tell me, what do you think will be integral of dt? What is integral of dt, everyone? Write it down there in the chat box. What is integral of dt? Write down over there in the chat box, everyone. Yes, tomorrow is a holiday, Samarth. dt will be t. ऐसा लिखिए with squarical brackets 0 to 1. Right, squarical brackets 0 to 1 plus. What do you think will be integral of t dt? What do you think will be the integral of t dt? What is going to be integral of t dt? Write down the answer, everyone. T square by 2. It has to be t square by 2 rather than t square by t, isn't it? Okay, so it's going to be t square by 2, isn't it? So you can write it down over there as t square by 2 with squarical brackets 0 to 1. And last but not the least, what is integral of t square dt? Write down over there in the chat box. What is integral of t square dt? Write it on the chat box. T cube by 3, t cube by 3. Yes, correct. It's going to be t cube, not t cube by 4. T cube by 3, Sriya. It is going to be t cube by 3, isn't it? So write it down over there as t cube by 3. Limits 0 to 1. So now we need to put the limits, isn't it? So let's try to put the limits over here. चलिए limits put कर देते हैं. क्या आ जाएगा? What I will be getting? So that is v naught 1 minus 0, right? Plus g by 2 1 square minus 0 square, right? Isn't it? Plus f by 3 1 cube minus 0 cube. Okay? Isn't it? So that is v naught plus g by 2 plus f by 3. 1 square क्या होता है? 1 minus 0, 1. 1 cube is 1 minus 0 cube is 0. So this is the answer. v naught plus g by 2 plus f by 3. v naught plus g by 2 plus f by 3. v naught plus g by 2 plus f by 3. Are you getting? Are you getting this? Answer B. Answer B everyone. भाई लिखिए जोर, थोड़ा एनर्जी दिखाइए, जोरों शोरों से लिखिए. Okay, okay. Fine, 2, 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down. ऐसा क्यों बताइए? So fine then. So now what we need to do is, I will give a homework question. Let's see that how many amongst you will be able to do this. ये रहा आपका homework question. ये JEE main का question है. The one which you are able to see. Try to do this, everyone. It's a very easy question. It's a very, very easy question. Okay. So you need to do it at your home. Try it. Okay, everyone. Option B. So you are getting option B. Anyways, it's they are saying distance is directly proportional to t cube. You need to differentiate it 2 times to get the acceleration. So Nageshwar Rao, wherever you are having displacement, you need to find out velocity, acceleration, you need to differentiate it. And if you are being given acceleration and you need to find out the velocity and displacement, you need to integrate it subsequently. Okay? So that is up. That is what is for today. So you can mark it as homework. Obviously, आपको option B मिलेगा. Anyways, it's a very easy question. They are saying it's being given that xt is being given as t cube. Xt in the question is being given as t cube, everyone. So you need to find out velocity first, which is dx by dt. So dx by dt will be 3t square, isn't it? Now you need to find out acceleration, which is dv by dt. So that means you need to differentiate this d by dt of this 3t square. You will be getting it as 60. So it will be a straight line passing through the origin. We will discuss about all these things, everyone, in the upcoming sessions. Straight line, it has to be passing through the origin. Passing through the origin. Okay, everyone. So now let's try to Monday at 4 p.m. itself. So what I will be doing is, so that's it for today. Thank you very much. So now we can have a Q&A session. You can ask me anything. Let's have some conversation about how is So how is life going on, everyone? So class 10th already got over. Class 11th is about to get started. It's already got started, this bridge courses, whatever you are following at this point of time for physics, chemistry, maths. So this will be really beneficial for each and every one of you. Trust me, so that's why I brought some previous year JEE Main advanced questions to make you get confirmed that whatever I've been teaching so far, starting from day 1 to today, which is your day number 8, whether it's proving out to be fruitful or not. Isn't it? So you have seen that, yes, we really require differentiation, integration, isn't it? And similarly, you know, you are aware about this right now. So that's why I gave problems on velocity, acceleration and displacement, which is related to kinematics, which you all might have studied in the context of class 9th. But what about the other topics? All topics will be having differentiation, integration itself. Okay, everyone. So yes, so now everyone needs to be writing down that how many hours you are studying right now. You can write down over there in the chat box. Write down the number of hours you are studying at this point of time. Write down, everyone. Number of hours. Else I will be ending the session. Write down the number of hours, everyone. Yes, keep on writing. So if you, so fine, so now you keep on posting, but right now it's the time for departing right now. It's Avinav Banerjee for you. Thank you very much. And if you have liked the lecture session, do like the session. I need around 350, 400 likes for each and every lecture sessions of yours. And don't forget to subscribe our Sri Chaitanya Educational Institutions YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Meet you on Monday at 4 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Thank you very much. And